Here's my honest opinion about WWE King and Queen of the Ring. Starting off with the pre-show match of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Now this match was fine, it did its job. It sold Bianca Belair's injury, it made Jade and her look dominant, and it honestly also sold Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae as great heels. So yes, I would like to see this match be done again. I would obviously like to see Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae get more screen time. It was awesome to see them be on a pay-per-view versus just constantly wrestling on either, Raw or SmackDown. But yeah, this match did its job. It was solid. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it was a pre-show match, so it did its job. We then moved into the official start of the show, which was Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Now, this match was fine. I generally didn't think it was anything special. I think both Becky and Liv would tell you they've had better matches before. The match was fine though. It did its job, and like I said, I expected Liv to win this, especially given it was the opening match. I expected Liv to win this. And while I know the internet wrestling community is very divided on Liv Morgan, I am intrigued to see how this title reign goes, because her last one wasn't great. There was a lot of iffy matches, and it didn't book her as a strong champion at all, and I really hope they don't do that during this reign. And the best part by far of this whole match is my boy Dom, aka Dominic Mysterio, coming out to try and cost Liv Morgan the opportunity to win this match by throwing the chair in there for Becky to use. But of course, Becky ends up not using it because she's a babyface, and Liv uses it to her advantage, getting the win. But once again, this builds into the storyline so well of Dominic Mysterio helping Liv Morgan win, despite that he was trying to help Becky. And now it's going to bring up that conversation from Rhea Ripley when she returns of, hey, why is Liv holding my championship? Why did you help her? We then moved into my favorite match of the night, the Intercontinental Triple Threat between Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, and Bronson Reed. Now, let me be 100% honest off the rip. I was not huge about Bronson Reed being in this match. I didn't generally care. At first, I thought, oh, Chad and Sammy should just get their own match. Obviously, we're going to do that at a later point. But I will 100% tell you, Bronson Reed earned every aspect of my respect in this match. He had a great match. They had a great match. This was my favorite match on the show. Unfortunately, of course, Bronson Reed did have to eat the pin here because the storyline is between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. And I knew Chad Gable was going to be a great heel. But the number one most important thing that this feud has that I wasn't ready for was the constant development of Otis into this lovable baby face that we all know and remember from back in the day with the Mandy Rose storyline. Overall, I did not expect the crowd to get this over behind Otis, trying to hope that Otis would betray Gable. And yesterday, he didn't want to betray Gable, but he did by accident, and it ends up costing Gable the match because Sammy goes in, hits a haluva kick, and boom. That was the end of the match. He pins Bronson Reed there. But yes, it's all about Chad Gable and Otis having their own internal beef, while Sami Zayn is still holding his title. Listen, we as WWE fans, we have to admit it. We just love this man and want him to be happy. Next up was the Queen of the Ring finals between Nia Jax and Bird Lady, aka Lyra Valkyria, and this match delivered, and I was very happy with the way it all ended, because I thought Nia Jax was going to win this match, and I wanted her to win this match, but I wanted them to make sure that Lyra didn't look weak, and she didn't. Even though the finish was literally Nia Jax just sitting on her, it did the job, and Lyra overall had a great showing against a formidable opponent of Nia Jax, who was a world champion at one point, so we can't just pass off Nia Jax being just some random person. She did a great job in this match. Nia has been unbelievable since returning to the company, and it's awesome to see her finally get her opportunity to get another world championship match. And let's be honest here, Nia Jax winning Queen of the Ring, Gunther winning King of the Ring, the heels are meant to win these kind of trophies because they can use the character so much better than a babyface can. Because if a babyface acts like a snobby king or a snobby queen, it comes off as weird. But if a heel does it, it does great. So Nia Jax winning was the right choice. Following it up, we knew this match was going to be controversial no matter what amongst fans. Because if Randy lost, it's going to be, oh, Randy has never won the King of the Ring. He should win the King of the Ring. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous having Randy lose this match since coming back. And if Gunther lost, it would have been like, how are you going to have Gunther lose? I mean, you can't just keep giving the WWE veterans everything. This was Gunther's opportunity. No matter what WWE picked here, there was going to be a problem. But I'm not like that. All I cared about was a good match between the two, and I knew who the eventual winner was going to be. It was going to be Gunther. It had to be Gunther, and like I said, heels are meant for this title. The Ring General should be the King of the Ring. It makes more sense. He is built for that role. And then you have Kaiser, who's probably going to be his mouthpiece, acting like his court jester. This is a great decision. Now, let's talk about the issue here that everyone's going to be complaining about. I can literally hear the comments already. Randy deserves better. Randy deserves better. Please, guys, you think Randy Orton was like against giving Gunther this win here? Of course not. And yes, I see Randy Orton's shoulder is off the mat. Of course it is. It makes sense. It all builds into the story. We're going to do this match again, and Gunther's going to beat Randy more convincingly next time, because that's the kind of man that Gunther is. This was a great decision. I know the screwy finishes always give me a little bit of like when I think about these matches, but listen, this match was great. I enjoyed it. Randy and Gunther do have in-ring chemistry, although I did think it took up a little bit of time to get into it, but yes, we're going to do this match again, and it's going to be great. And honestly, having Gunther get the world title shot at SummerSlam was the right decision. And stop freaking out. We are going to get this match, of course. Don't force it to be sooner rather than later. You know Triple H, he does amazing long-term storytelling, and this right here was the droplet of what we're going to eventually do. Speaking of Cody, it was time for our main event as Cody Rhodes faced Logan Paul with only Cody's undisputed WWE Championship on the line. And once again, man, Cody Rhodes delivers another banger of a match, and Logan Paul, hate the guy all you want, delivers another banger of a match. And this was easily the sickest thing I've ever seen. The camera angle, the frog splash, all of it. But of course, the match was great, and it was gonna be great. Anybody who doesn't think it was great most likely just doesn't want to think that either Cody Rhodes or Logan Paul can be good in the ring or a good champion. But listen, this match delivered on every possible cylinder. And yes, of course, everyone knew Cody was gonna win. Okay, and when Roman Reigns faced Logan Paul, did you really think that Logan Paul was gonna end Roman Reigns' title reign? Absolutely not. We're doing similar styles of matches, but let's be honest here, Cody is delivering in every single possible way. However, I will acknowledge one controversial ending, because at the end of the match, right as Logan Paul was about to use the brass knuckles again on Cody, Saudi Arabian actor Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, took the brass knuckles away from him, and Logan and him were just barking back and forth at each other, which did distract Logan for Cody to turn around, and obviously Cody was able to hit the triple crossroads after that and get the win. So I understand why this may be controversial, because we really should have used this as an opportunity to have the megastar LA Knight, who we already knew was in the crowd, come out here and take the brass knuckles away from Logan, because we did plant the seeds on SmackDown where, LA Knight was just staring at Logan, be like, all right, I'll see you soon kind of a thing. So I think this would have been a good opportunity to start this feud up, because I do believe LA Knight is going to take the US title from Logan Paul at SummerSlam. But yeah, so I thought that was the right decision in the moment. I thought that would have been the right thing to do. But once again, this was a fan service thing, and it's not for me. It was for the crowd in Saudi Arabia, and if they enjoyed it, then more power to them. I'm happy for them. I'm going to tell you, I think we are going to slowly start building up this feud. But going back to the match itself, the match was great. It was unbelievable. Like I said, if you want to talk about the controversial finish, sure, but I think the match overall delivered in every possible way. That was my overall reaction to King and Queen of the Ring. I thought the show was pretty damn good. So anyways, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.